Good morning, everybody. So my partner and I claim that abortion should not be restricted at any time, and that the ultimate person who makes the decision is the mother. According to the affirmative claims that abortion should be restricted. First, that challenges the U.S. Constitution, and second, it also challenges the reproductive freedom and the due process of clause of the 14th Amendment. According to Kevin Nolan, who wrote the abortion legislative and legal issues, he claims that in Roe v. Wade, the U.S. Supreme Court determined that the U.S. Constitution protects a woman's decision whether or not to terminate her pregnancy. This new policy that the affirmative side claims will challenge the individual human rights. So according to the Planned Parenthood of Southeastern Pennsylvania versus Casey, they claim that Roe determined that a woman's decision to terminate her pregnancy is a liberty protected against state interference by the substantive component of the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. You may be asking yourself what this amendment is, and according to the Victory in the Fight to Protect Abortion Access, which was written by the reproductiverights.org, they claim that protecting access to abortion effectuates vital constitutional values, including dignity, autonomy, equality, and bodily integrity. In its rulings on abortion, the court recognized that the ability of women to participate equally in the economic and social life of the nation has been facilitated by their ability to control their reproductive rights. The affirmative also claims that it is best to have an abortion early in the pregnancy. This new policy will avoid preventable actions during pregnancy. It will also create social hardships to the woman's life, and they are overemphasizing that abortion is risky during the late-term pregnancy. So according to thirdway.org, they claim that between 18 and 20 weeks, pregnant women undergo an ultrasound exam. This exam attempts to identify abnormalities in organs and bodily systems which don't show up in blood tests and are typically not sufficiently developed to be visible in an ultrasound any earlier in the pregnancy. And since doctors recommend that women avoid unnecessary ultrasounds due to possible risk, even if a possibly fatal malformation was visible before 20 weeks, the woman is unlikely to have an ultrasound that could have spotted it before the 20-week deadline. The policy that the affirmative side is claiming also creates social hardships to the woman's life, and that is according to Procon.org, a peer-reviewed study comparing the mental health of women who received abortions to women denied abortions found that women who were denied abortions felt more regret and anger and less relief and happiness than women who had abortions. The same study also found that 95% of women who received abortions felt it was the right decision a week after the procedure. Another hardship that this new policy will create is that, according to the University of California at San Francisco study, they found that women who were turned away from abortion clinics because they had passed the gestational limit imposed by the clinic were 3 times more likely to be below the poverty line 2 years later than women who were able to obtain abortions. 76% of the turnaways ended up on unemployment benefits, compared with 44% of the women who had abortions. The same study found that women unable to obtain abortions were more likely to stay in a relationship with an abusive partner than women who had an abortion, and were more than twice as likely to become victims of domestic violence. The affirmative claim also overemphasize that doing an abortion after the late-term pregnancy is risky. Well, according to ProConda.org, a woman's risk of dying from having an abortion is 0.6 in 100,000, while the risk of dying from giving birth is around 4 times higher, which is 8.8 in 100,000. The mortality rate of a colonoscopy is more than 40 times greater than that of an abortion. The problem with abortions being done during the first trimester was overemphasized on the affirmative claim. One, because most abortions are performed under 12 weeks. Women who have an abortion after 12 weeks are just situational cases, and 3 babies cannot live on their own. According to the Washington Post, Foster and Kim described 5 profiles of women in the study. They were raising children alone, were depressed or using illicit substances, were in conflict with a male partner or experiencing domestic violence, had trouble deciding and then had access problems, or were young and experiencing their first pregnancy. According to the viability, Livestrong.com claimed that viability refers to how capable a baby is of sustaining life. Babies develop vital organs at certain points of time during gestation, and birth before this development typically prevents life outside the womb. For babies born prematurely, the threshold of life, that is, the age when a child is developed enough to live on their own, occurs at approximately 23 weeks gestation. Babies born before this age have little chance of survival, even with the best medical care. Thank you.